10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The sophisticated, smooth operator.
Unless you forget your manners.
Podcaster extraordinaire.
We are the Grizzly.
We don't play games, we don't sugarcoat. If you can't take it, you shouldn't have never walked through the door. Grizzly maulings take place weekly. And as long as you keep it sophisticated, you won't be the next victim.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Sophisticated Grizzly Podcast. I'm your humble host, Mr. Deariss Teddy, and we got the family up on screen today, so we're going to go from top to bottom. Right next to me is the mass creator himself, the grown man clique, Mr. JB. What's going on, brother?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing in the Grizz world tonight?
That's what's up. That's what's up. And, of course, right below JB would be the OG himself, the master OG. That would be Brother Bass.
Scrapple and ham sandwiches for everybody.
And to his, I believe that is right or left. I guess it's the right. Is the newly engaged and ready to be not only a husband, but one of the most wonderful fathers that's going to be out here today in this game. My man, Richie Rich. What's going on, bro?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
So, yeah, man, we got a great show that we're going to have tonight. I got a couple of videos that, yeah, it is, yeah. So let's just get started on this shit.
All right.
So the first one, because I did give, Bass asked me, he texted me earlier, asked me what tonight's subject was. Usually I try to keep it subject less so that we could just work it on the fly. But I think what my thought process is, have we become soft? Have we started to soften up the United States because of some of the things that have been allowed, some of the things that we've been watching, just some of the way that society has been going? First thing that I wanted to show, though, is we've talked about it for so long because the goddamn shit actually matches what we're saying. When we say this stuff, we don't make it up, everybody. Here is more dirtiness.
You smell, your butt smells, your armpit smells, your balls. Oh, babe, we're ready. I'm showered. The kids and I are showered. So let's go.
You guys showered?
Yeah, you're not going to shower?
Why did you guys shower? It's snowing outside. Why did you shower?
You're not going to shower?
No, people don't shower in the snows.
What?
At least white people don't shower when it's cold and snowy outside. You don't sweat. Why would you shower?
Dominic, you still smell.
I don't smell. It's
What?
cold outside. I don't smell.
How do you know you don't smell?
White people don't shower in the cold.
Really, that's a thing? Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. That's the thing.
So if it snows for a long time, and if it's cold for a long time, you won't shower?
Because you don't smell. The cold kills everything.
Ah,
Why are you acting so surprised?
Dominic, really, I don't know if you're
Why are
joking.
you acting so surprised? We don't crack.
You smell, your butt smells, your armpit smells, your balls, your, those areas.
Not
This-
me.
Dom, really, stop this play.
I think we can go out, but...
You're not going out, you're going to shower.
No,
No.
if I shower, it'll dry out my skin. Like, you don't shower when it's cold outside.
For how long?
Until it's warm again.
So if it's cold for 3 months, you don't shower.
Right.
Go
We've
shower
been
so we can
together
go.
for how long, and you know I don't shower.
I know, that's
You've
something.
never noticed?
No, I've never noticed, and this is really shocking to me.
Really, you don't pay attention.
Now you know she full of shit. That motherfucker ain't just started stinking. That motherfucker been in the cold funky for a minute. And then she gonna say she's shocked. You smelled his ass last month. You ain't shocked.
I'm gonna let y'all ride with it, and then I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
JB,
bruh, he dirty. He dirty, and that is not every white person. I know white people that I know who say these people that don't be using washcloths and don't wash their ass are dirty. So there is a subset, and that subset is the dirty white peoples. That's a subset because they are just like there's some racist white people, there's some dirty white people.
yes. In the words of Morris,
he dirty. Yeah. He said he don't want his skin to dry out. His skin ain't breathing. It's got dead skin all over it.
And pores is clogged. What you guys say, Rich?
He got mold growing on his shit. That's why it's moist, because it's moldy as fuck.
That's the whole time I'm watching that video. I only had one thought in my head.
What?
Where's Dr. Umar when we need him? Mercy. Where is Dr. Umar when we need him? Sure. I'm sick of this Mayo shit here. God damn. Ain't she Nigerian?
Oh,
come on.
Like,
God forbid. Again, God forbid.
It's Wakanda forever, not
whipped cream forever. Look, man, I got my man Vicissitude in the building. His Nigerian wife. Was the green card worth it? To the Nigerian wife, was the green card worth it? Because so here's the thing, in my opinion, there are two different sets of white folks that I've met in my life. There are white people and there are mongrels. You married a mongrel. That's a mongrel. That is a filthy, dirty, disgusting mongrel that actually he's made up a rule in his mind that because let's just call it what it is. Even if you dry out, if you wash yourself in the winter time and in the winter or whatever, that's why they make Jergens.
Yeah,
that's why lotion exists. Miss Anna is in the building. What's going on, Miss Anna? How you feeling?
Everybody.
What's going on? And she got on her sister girl earrings and shit. That's what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I mean? We're gonna show them how it's done tonight. And guess who else is in the building? The beautiful Miss J. Nicole is in the building. Jay, what's going on, Jay?
Straight in years. Why you think? Because it's about to go curly again. I'm about to wet it.
I'm about to straighten my shit too.
So don't do that, Rick. Don't do that, Rick. I did not look. Unless you want me laughing at you for the next couple of months, don't do it. I'm laughing every time I see you.
I got you little this. I'm gonna come through with the immature press out.
Right. Looking like that. What's up, bro?
Can you play that first? Can you play that first video again for the ones that
of course, because ladies, I would love for you to see something, especially like I said, because Miss Anna has come through with the sister girl earrings on, with the beautiful black woman earrings on. My girl Miss J. Nicole has walked into the building with the beautiful, just vibrant blackness, and I want to show you what some of our sister girls, because guess who didn't sell it for a motherfucker like that? Brittany, because she got one of the clean ones. But apparently, these motherfuckers still exist.
Smell, your butt smells, your armpit smells, your balls. Oh, babe, we're ready. I'm showered. The kids and I are showered. So let's go.
You guys showered?
Yeah, you're not gonna shower.
Why did you guys shower? It's snowing outside. Why did you shower?
You're not gonna shower?
No, people don't shower in the snows.
What?
At least white people don't shower when it's cold and snowy outside. You don't sweat. Why would you shower?
Dominic, you still smell.
I don't smell. It's
What?
cold outside. I don't smell.
How do you know you don't smell?
White people don't shower in the cold.
Really, that's a thing? Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking. That's the thing.
So if it snows for a long time, and if it's cold for a long time, you won't shower?
Because you don't smell. The cold kills everything.
Ah,
Why are you acting so surprised?
Dominic, really, I don't know if you're
Why are
joking.
you acting so surprised? We don't crack.
You smell, your butt smells, your armpit smells, your balls, your, those areas.
Not
This-
me.
Dom, really, this is stop display.
I think we can go out, but...
You're not going out, you're going to shower.
No, if I shower, it'll dry out my skin. Like, you don't shower when it's cold outside.
For how long?
Until it's warm again.
So if it's cold for 3 months, you don't shower?
Right.
Good
We've
shower.
been
so we can
together
go.
for how long, and you know I don't shower.
I know, that's
You've
something...
never noticed?
No, I've never noticed, and this is really shocking to me.
Really, you don't pay attention.
He's
So
scratching
long
like
as it's
dirt
cold
trying to escape his
outside.
skin.
So long as it's cold outside, I'm not going to shower while it's cold. But when it gets warm, then I'll shower. That's how many months of dirt and bacteria on you, sir? Damn, I agree with him. You don't pay attention because you should have caught all of that shit before y'all got married because it clearly said husband. So you were with him for some time.
Hey Jay, it's called a green card.
Yeah, that's
High credit score. That's what it's called.
I don't care how high your credit score is. I know. No.
His credit score is a 7 shitty.
That part.
It is.
Like,
what do you think, Ms. Anna? What is your opinion?
I'm gonna take hygiene first. That's the first thing. That's how I was raised. My sisters, you take care of that hygiene. That comes first, and then when you don't, you can get other like conditions, skin conditions. You might get something you can't get rid of. So you gotta take. I mean, you want to be around somebody that's funky. Now I have a family member that my sister, God, she's gone. My uncle passed away in 2024, but her husband, my brother-in-law. It's like he would put.
I think she was edited by the communal gods of the earth. She
Either
was
that or it's so filthy that couldn't even finish it.
She like, Lord Jesus.
She's just like, Jesus.
y'all know what I deal with every day at work, and today was worse.
Oh, Jay, we got to bring you up to the big screen so we can hear what happened with you today. What's going on?
So from, let's say if you're at the studio, if you're at the subway across the street, that's where I'm parked to the door of the studio. Let's say that's the front of the building. You're already at the door. I'm still in my car, which is at Subway. I walk across the street. I go to the gate to swipe myself in. Why I still smell you? We outside.
What the fuck?
We and when I got to the door, all I could say was, God damn, security heard me through the intercom system. So when I came in the door, they just looked at me and bust out laughing. I was like, "Ooh, I'm so sorry." She's like, "Girl, I got this little ass window open and I smelled it. That shit is crazy. How? How do you not know?" She's like, "That same car drop her off every day." Yeah, that's a family. Y'all in this tight confined spot and you don't say nothing. Nothing. I'm trying to get my work done. I see you going like this.
Scratching them fleas off.
You don't know what the fuck just popped off either. License shit.
I looked at my laptop. It looked like snow.
Well, goddamn.
I Lysoled everything. I Lysoled everything.
So I'm gonna give my my 2 cents on Mongrel McGreedy over here. And it's not so much for him. It's gonna be for her. You knew that dirty dick was going up in you. Because understand this, if he's not washing anything, he's not washing anything. That means that after he pees, he didn't wash. After he shit, he didn't wash.
Meaning you got a yeast infection, sis. You had at least 1. 3.
Yeah. Yeast infection. Or you know what? Shit, you may have Ebola at this point with this dirty motherfucker. Cause so at the end of the so if we really want to think about it, we can't blame him for being him. But
I'm
we
sorry,
can
Bass is
blame
over
you.
there fucking them chips up.
He tearing them bitches up. Bass is getting busy. Bass, you know what, Bass? I know you was trying not to, you was trying to be inconspicuous, but bruh.
Damn, bro.
I got a small bag here on the table. I'm like, damn. Man,
He can't turn the bag up to his mouth like, that last little crumb.
That's why I kept peeking. Like, I'm gonna wait.
We do have another video that I'm going to show, and this is about I think this might be all of the white foolishness we may have for tonight. But Bass, this one right here may actually bring your goddamn blood to a boil, sir. This is why I'm glad you're up here. Not that I want you to, have a stroke or anything like that, but I really would love to hear your opinion on just this shit right here. And of course, you know what? I want to hear Richard's opinion on this shit too, because this is a doozy. Here we go.
And on today's episode of Lies That White People Have to Tell Themselves So They Can Sleep at Night, I present Pastor Mike Keller from Fort Worth.
50 years ago, or 200 years ago, when the blacks were slaves, did they ever go to Washington, D.C. and have a rally 200 years ago to protest against slavery? Did they? No. What did they do? Well, a lot of good people in the plantations would say, hey, it's wintertime. Let us help build a church for you, dear folks. And they loved them and taught them how to read so they can read the Bible. And here's what the blacks did about 150 years ago. They humbled themselves. They prayed. They sought God's face and they turned from their wicked ways. And God made slavery illegal through several white presidents, right?
Bass. Would you care to take this one, my brother? Because apparently we prayed our way out of slavery, but no,
it's just too much information being thrown too quick. This motherfucker. And you know what would get me when it remind me of that person in the White House now when they say the blacks.
There it is.
Yes. What is
Blacks.
the blacks?
The
That's
blacks.
It's us. We're the blacks. Meet the blacks.
So he's talking about a time way before his ass was here that, so because slaves didn't go to DC to protest slavery, apparently they were okay with it.
Wait, if I recall correctly, I wasn't there, but from what I've read and whatnot, when slaves were slaves, some niggas couldn't go nowhere.
They couldn't go nowhere.
Well, let's do some historical facts, because slaves could go to DC. They was building the fucking White House.
Yeah, you went to find jobs, but to just freely go like, hey, we're going to take the day off. We're going to go up here. And we're going to go protest it. Yeah, that wasn't an option.
Right, we're going to escape from the plantation and we're going to go to DC and protest.
And
what the flame world fuck?
What did the flame
fuck? I like that.
What the flame world fuck?
Let's not forget that at least 97% of them could not read. which means you didn't know how to read a map, which means you didn't know where DC was.
Yo,
Rich,
Bruh.
go ahead, brother.
that nigga stood up there and said, then a couple of the good ones helped build the church.
Right. Like, what the fuck? The good ones.
And then slavery got abolished after a few good white presidents.
Jesus did it.
The fuck, yo.
Nobody Jesus did it.
Plain broad fuck.
Hey, real shit though. I always be wondering about people's perspectives though. I always thought that. Like, you might see a movie called American History X.
That movie pissed me all over.
Yeah, but that movie shows a different perspective. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
right.
It just shows a different perspective, and I always wondered that he talked like what he's saying is so right, and that's just what he believes. And I believe other people believe that sometimes. So it sounds good to the ear.
That's a mental.
When you don't, when you believe the opposite and you're listening to it, it sounds like some bullshit.
That's mental.
Yeah, but even his history on the people who learned how to read and so they could read the Bible is tainted because only one person out of that slave community was taught how to read the Bible, and it was called the slave Bible because it wasn't the whole Bible. It was mostly the Old Testament and things that had to do with slaves being good to their masters and masters being able to beat their slaves for disobedience. Any of the slave Bible was never directed for them to gain freedom or for them to not be in bondage. It was about them staying in bondage and being good little slaves. So this motherfucker, look, I don't care. He not a pastor. So this motherfucker need to go jump off a bridge and have one of them Bible toting black people, the good black people, try to bail his ass off of it with his big 2-ton dumb ass self. He need to go wash his goddamn legs and get some goddamn learning. He a dumb little fuck. I hate dumb people.
Go ahead, cook, son. Tell him why you mad.
What the
I hate dumb people.
Yo, that shit is hilarious.
And that motherfucker said that shit with a straight face.
You imagine you being a child.
You didn't even get the right to vote and freedom until the 50s and 60s. All that other stuff was just panacea.
Imagine you being a child and you hearing that your whole life as a bedtime story, this regular conversation, and you just soaking that shit in as the truth, yo. That shit is crazy.
Hey, Rich.
What's up?
He didn't believe in himself.
Let me throw you some lies that our teachers told us in school. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about what I heard. That the Pilgrims and the Indians sit down at Thanksgiving and ate together. No, they did not.
They didn't.
None of
You
that
said
shit.
what?
They did
That's not what Thanksgiving came from. That's exactly what they tell you. That the Pilgrims and the fucking Native Americans got together and they put all this food together and they sat and they kumbaya'd and had a great time, and that's where Thanksgiving came from.
Yep.
Bullshit.
And what they did was they taught the new Americans how to live and not die on the land. And what did they do? They hunted down the Native American people and wiped them out.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's what y'all was told.
No. That's what the truth is. The Thanksgiving that I heard was they sat at this big ass communal table.
Like it was the
Not to
last.
mention, first of all, of course, we children, so we don't know that there are several fucking tribes. They all can't sit at a goddamn table. So let's come on with the bullshit. And a lot of those tribes don't get along with each other. So not sitting at a table.
And they don't speak English, and each Indian nation had their own language.
Pilgrims, they knew how to speak the Native Americans' language though, because they didn't speak English.
So how in the fuck are you gonna say pass the corn in Sasquatch?
Pass peace.
Man, look, I
teach you that. They told me the story of Thanksgiving was simple as shit, right? They said the white folks, and I'm paraphrasing, y'all. White folks came over. It was the Native Americans dead. They lived peacefully for a little while. So one of the captain wives wanted to fuck on a Native American, and the nigga got pissed. So they had a war, and they just wiped the Indians out because his bitch wanted some Indian dick. That's what they taught me in school.
That's not what the fuck they taught you. You get on my nerves.
I'm trying to figure out what did you go to Fair East Side?
Yes, he did.
No, I think he went to school with that white pastor.
He told me.
Fair East Side.
Both of them saying a lot of bullshit, right?
Sound we pray to bring thy loyalty.
Not you know the whole song though.
The honor.
Hey, don't get struck down. Don't get struck down. You can't say no more lines.
That's right. Let me shut it down. All right, now let's get into the next.
Too close to the record, my brother. You sound.
I know. Let me shut it down. Oh, by the way, everybody, just in case you didn't know, got something special happening. That's gonna be happening in May. So flyers on the screen. So Deariss Teddy first listening experience.
Okay.
Yes. So I will be releasing the album this month. I'll be releasing my first single off the album on Friday. So yeah, we're going to push forward with it, man. And not to mention, because I've spoken about her so much, guys, if you ever wanted to hear what my mother sounded like, I'm going to be playing one of her songs on my man's show.
Nice.
So we're going to be playing Bye Bye Blackbird by Annetta McNeil, my mother, on the on Cashmere Conversation. So yeah, I'm excited about it. But you know what? Back to the fuckery. So this one right here, yeah. Sometimes you just don't want to explain shit, but you do realize that the most people that have the worst shit to say are mostly horse check bitches. And what do I mean by horse check bitches? Bitches that look like a horse kicked them in the face. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, let me go ahead. They hear you, baby. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, here you go.
Men don't know that they're unattractive, and I was like, no, I think this is true. And I went to the grocery store today, and I was just looking around at each man, because normally I don't look at men. I usually just act like they're invisible, but I actually was like, okay, let me look. And when I looked at majority of the men, not only were they not attractive, just like not at all, but like a lot of them were so unattractive that I was like, what's in the water?
Most men are deeply unattractive because of Mother Nature and something called the Great Scam. The Great Scam was the day that the male of the species convinced the female of the species that it no longer needed to prove itself worthy in order to reproduce and have babies, but the fact that the men are ugly says otherwise.
I think most men are ugly these days, so.
Yeah, well, it's recession, so
yeah.
The pickings are getting slim everywhere.
I fear that the man I'm talking to, I'm his first baddie.
What?
What makes a guy easily unattractive? When he doesn't have a fresh haircut, when he doesn't have style, when he looks like a frog.
Hey man, it's really getting spooky out here, man. It's really getting spooky out here, dog. What? Yo, it's a dirty game, man. We are cooked. Stay focused though.
She looked like she was trying to eat the mic.
More excuses to eat pussy on the next Geraldo.
Hey, Grizz.
What's up, brother?
Can you play that last video for Anna, please?
Of course, my brother. But before we go, Anna, I want to show you something. I want to show all of you something, because this is what I mean when I say horse check bitches. Okay, because of course we're not talking about all women, all men, all nobody. It's never all. But I need you to pay close attention. Huh? What you say, JB?
The few, the proud, the horse checked.
Now I'm gonna thank you, my brother, and I'm going to play the video again, and then I'm going to show you a picture, and you tell me If this doesn't look like this could probably be a member of the second lady's family. Hold on.
Men don't know that they're unattractive, and I was like, no, I think this is true. And I went to the grocery store today, and I was just looking around at each man, because normally I don't look at men. I usually just act like they're invisible, but I actually was like, okay, let me look. And when I looked at majority of the men, not only were they not attractive, just like not at all, but like a lot of them were so unattractive that I was like, what's in the water?
Most men are deeply unattractive because of Mother Nature and something called the Great Scam. The Great Scam was the day that the male of the species convinced the female of the species that it no longer needed to prove itself worthy in order to reproduce and have babies, but the fact that the men are ugly says otherwise.
I think most men are ugly these days, so.
Yeah, well, it's recession, so
Yeah.
the pickings are getting slim everywhere.
I fear that the man I'm talking to, I'm his first baddie.
What?
What makes a guy easily unattractive? When he doesn't have a fresh haircut, when he doesn't have style, when he looks like a frog.
Now, before anybody says anything, now y'all remember what the second young lady looked like, right?
Yes.
She had the nerve to say that most men are ugly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does this look like a member of her family?
Wow.
I mean, the shit's uncanny at this point. It's uncanny. Like, ma'am, I did not know you were in the movies. I really didn't. So, how,
Chris,
ma'am?
John trying to get in.
Yeah, I'm about to send it to him now.
Don't
'cause he-
save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
Bro, I kid you not. When I saw that shit, I'm not gonna lie. She almost made me start wheezing. Miss Anna, what do you think about what you just saw?
Well, the women saying that most men are ugly. I think what makes a person ugly, first of all, is they how their personality, spirit, all that combined. But she can't talk. I'm sorry, I'm not perfect, but still, she can't talk. She didn't look in the mirror before she says anything. Look in the mirror first.
When you're talking,
You
and
call
I
somebody else
can't-
ugly, and all men aren't ugly.
right?
I
And
know
when you're
I'm not.
talking, look. I mean, come on now. This shit don't get no more quality than this right here. I'm just saying. But when you're talking and I can't see your bottom fucking teeth, come on, man. And he's about to start some shit. I already knew it. What's up, bro? He got the shades on. He got the start shit shades on already. What's up, dog?
Play with me. I'm sexy as fuck.
I'm mad as
What?
shit at you right now, Grizz. You
I
interrupted
didn't
my
do it. The
fried
internet
chicken
did it.
dinner. No, you did it because you played it. You interrupt my damn chicken dinner with this bullshit and these ugly ass whores. It's always the ugly ones that got a problem.
That's because they ain't got no damn mirrors.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, they got them. They just broke them all when they look
broke
at them.
them. Right. They're all in pieces. Those are the bitches that go to the club to try and tell their quote unquote best friends that are attractive. No, don't be with that guy. Don't do that with that guy.
Yeah.
No. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They gatekeep.
I mean-
they need to gatekeep skin products because all them bitches look nasty.
Exactly.
Every single one of them.
And all I'm saying is,
Yeah,
really,
bro.
really.
I don't know. I'm like in that wart.
What bitch says there's a recession? There's a recession? What? What's wrong with you bitches?
Rich, you look like you look like you hurting right now.
This is why the modern woman's inferior.
12.
This is why I'm gonna stay unmarried for the rest of my goddamn life. What the fuck's
As a
wrong
matter
with
of
you?
fact, you know what, John? I will say this: there are certain things that happen in not just Black community; it's literally in the community overall that makes you wonder about how the way that not all but certain people think. Let me play this video so that you can see, because I'm sure a lot of people did not really think about this shit.
Notebook. The most famous love story on the planet is about cheating.
Yes, it is.
Bridges of Madison County is about cheating. Titanic is cheating. Pearl Harbor is cheating. So all of these big box movie classics that are love stories are all based on infidelity.
And it's based on women not being happy with the current relationship.
Right.
And they romanticize it.
Right.
And that happiness is put over everything else.
Right.
They forgot one.
And what was that?
Twilight.
They forgot that one.
That's because I'm praying nobody watched it. But go ahead.
I have never seen any of the movies on that list.
Oh, you're married. That's why.
I would never watch Twilight. Bro.
You never seen Pearl Harbor?
I've seen Pearl Harbor and
I
Titanic.
have seen Pearl Harbor.
Like, come on.
I've seen Pearl Harbor and Titanic. And Bridges to
I've
Madison
seen Pearl
County.
Harbor. I've seen Pearl Harbor.
Nobody's seen The Notebook?
I did.
I watched that bullshit.
I fell asleep about 20 minutes in, but I that's as far as I got.
Don't forget about 50 Shades of Grey. Don't forget about Forrest Gump.
Well, 50 Shades of Grey wasn't
Well,
about.
no. Forrest Gump wasn't about that. Forrest Gump was about a horrible, evil fucking villain.
Named Jenny.
That I had, matter of fact, I had a whole podcast talking about her ass, talking about what's her name, Adrian from Rocky, and Florida Evans from Good Times. All of them are villains.
But Jenny definitely did some infidelity.
But they were never together.
Right.
They were together enough to have a child.
She just.
They were together enough to be filled.
John, that's not together. That's called fucking.
They was fucking around.
That's it. It's just fucking. That's it. That's all he did.
Oh, so instead of him saying I was running
skin
and
slapping.
running, he was fucking.
Yes.
And fucking.
Also, 50 Shades of Grey was not cheating. He wasn't with anybody. She wasn't in anybody. They didn't call it a relationship till like
Right.
after the fact. So they was just fucking around.
Same shit.
Yep. Tying each other up and shit.
There was no
man.
third person involved with.
It was a whip. That's the third party.
Anna.
Yes.
What do you think about The Notebook?
Oh, I love that. I love that movie. Of course I was crying at the end, y'all. Yeah, I'm a cry baby. It's just was so sentimental to me that, and ironic that they passed together, and I was like, wow. I was just like,
Thoughts and prayers, baby.
it was. I love it. Although she was, unless she had Alzheimer's, her memory would come and go. But she knew at a certain point she knew who her husband wasn't. The fact that they were in bed and they just transitioned together, I was like, oh, yeah.
Chris, you ever watched
I have. And you know, the funny thing about it is I did notice that just even at the time when I watched it, because I remember I sat and watched it by myself first, but then I sat and watched it with a couple of females. And then one time I sat and watched it with a homeboy of mine because he's like, yo, I want to check it out. I want to check out the movie. And when I sat and watched the movie, we sat because I wanted to see what his perspective on it was. So when we sat and watched the movie, me and him sat back. We both sat back and was like, nigga, was that whole movie just about being okay with cheating? And I was like, that's what I got from it. So then, but when I talked to the women that I watched it with, they were like, well, she wasn't happy, and she was just this, that, and the and I'm sitting there like,
Still don't give you right to cheat.
That's why I don't watch.
So here's my perspective on that. I have watched, and not just women, but I've watched men destroy their entire family for the pursuit of what they call happiness. And then I have watched the same people, and this is not just on TV, it's real life people who thought they were getting the person they were going to be happy with and end up with somebody worse than what they had.
Oh, it sounds like Diana.
What's that saying? The grass ain't always green on the other side.
It's not. But because they gave you that dopamine lift, that moment of just that euphoric feel, because that happens when you first get into a new relationship, first meet new people. You know, you get that euphoria and things of that nature. Familiarity, in my opinion, breeds the love. It's not just about that first moment of meeting and things like it's as you start to get to know the person and as you start to meld together as a couple is when the love starts to come in, the true love, not that superficial on top on top of the ice cream love. I'm talking about all the way into the roots of the tree type of love. And see, they traded, and this is me coining the phrase from somebody who I used to be real cool with, but some of the phrases that they used to make, they traded away the roots of whatever they could have had for the leaves that was on the ends of these damn trees. And that there was no substance to it. Now, don't get me wrong, the movie ends, huh?
Was it the same homeboy you watched The Notebook with?
Yeah, what the hell is you talking about, bro? Look, don't play no games.
Confused.
Elbows will fly. We ain't playing them damn games. No, look, bro. Hey, you know what? Here's the thing, bro. I feel like this, and this is just my opinion. If you now, there's a couple of things I won't watch with men. Not watching porn around men. We ain't doing that.
Hope not.
That's really weird shit.
That's weird shit if you're not in the
That's really weird shit.
Yes.
And the thing, and honestly, like for the most part, I don't. Of course, I'm not gonna watch rom-coms and shit. But I wanted to do some research on that because I watched it 3 different times with the females, and I talked to my homeboy about it. He said, "Dude, I need to see this movie." I said, "All right, cool." So we watched it, and we was both kind of sitting looking at it. He's like, "Nigga, is this shit all about cheating?" I said, "Nigga, it's the whole premise of the movie. It's like to find happiness regardless of what lives you destroy on the way into it. Regardless of who pays for it in the end, regardless of how many different situations you destroy on the way to your happiness."
It's all about getting your bills paid, ladies. Yeah. That's what it is.
You know,
when those bills come in, the honeymoon's over. Can't
Except
pay
for
them.
Rose, she wasn't getting shit from Jack. He was poor.
Right. Well, you know, yeah. You were talking about Titanic. Well, you know what's crazy is she wasn't getting shit from Jack, but she still needed that dopamine hit. Because first of all, let's call it what it is. Her husband was kind of a horrible motherfucker, but he was still her husband. But I don't mean no harm. I'm just gonna say this right now. Huh? I think he was a fiance. I think he was a fiance. I'm gonna say this right now, guys, and you can agree with me or not agree with me. Billy Zane, one of the most underrated actors in history. God damn it! I'm just saying, you know,
I agree with that.
One of the most underrated actors in history because I'm gonna be honest, like one of the best roles I've ever seen him play was on Demon Knight.
That's my shit.
When he did that shit on Demon, I'm gonna see if I can put it up on the screen so you can see that one part. But anyway,
and Mr. Phantom was awesome. Him as playing the Phantom was awesome.
Yeah, that was actually really good. I didn't think it was gonna be that good. It was really good.
Yeah,
Phantom. But you know what? Let's go to the next video because this one right here is an experiment that was run on several women, and I want you to see what the outcome was.
They did an experiment where they told a group of women that they're going to put scarring on their faces or visual disfigurements of some kind, and then they would go into an interview, and the purpose of the experiment is to work out whether the interviewer is going to treat them differently because of their facial disfigurement. What they didn't tell the women is as they were leaving to go for the interview, they touched up their makeup without showing them the facial disfigurement, removed the scarring. So they went into the interview thinking they're facially scarred, but they weren't, and they came back reporting massive levels of discrimination, specific comments that the interviewer had made about them that they perceived. You see what you expect to see. This is why teaching people victimhood is so dangerous, because it makes them victims.
Gotcha, bitch.
So, Rich, why don't you take this one? What do you think about that one, bro?
That's real. That's real. I believe that 100%.
Rich is high motherfucker right now.
I can see that.
No,
you ain't feeling no pain right now.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Rich out here looking like he about to make a shrimp fried rice with egg roll combination.
I'm serious though. I don't know that teaching victimhood. We don't do that with.
Because it's weird, Miss Anna. What do you think? Like, because the ladies went in thinking that they were scarred, so that's their thought process. But they're still thinking as they're interviewing with this man that they're scarred. So they thought that he was making derogatory comments about them, when in actuality he never saw the scarring. They saw it. What do you think about that?
That's what I think you have for me for that from that video. I guess we look at things differently. We all have our own aspects of how we look at things, but I guess it starts. It had to start with the person, the person that was interviewed. It had to start with the person that's being interviewed. I guess I mean people. For me, people they I guess they look at us. We can't see what the other person's seeing. You know,
Right.
we can't see what they see. So they might say, well, I'm gonna give an example. They can say, well, like that person, like they can somebody call me like about say I'm ugly or she's nasty or something. You don't know that. For me, what I got from you don't know that person until you get to know that person. That's what I see. You know, you can't make any comment about somebody unless you know who they really are.
Right.
That's what I got.
Okay.
From there. But we do people do it. People do it. You know, every day. So they do it every day.
That's what's up. Miss J, what about you?
I feel like it's because you know that you are hurt, whether it be seen and more so that it's not seen. You think that other people can see your hurt, so you go in with a certain mindset, thinking that they can see this. All along, they're just seeing you for who you are.
Right.
So you can't see that disfiguration. That's all in your mind. That's something that you made up. So you already made up in your mind like you have to hire me, or you if in that situation, you have to hire me. You have to do this because of this or whatever I have going on. You letting that you about to be a Karen.
No, you are.
So basically that's Karen in training. Good, JB. Good, JB.
But you know what? I think what the experiment pulled out is that if you go in already feeling defeated, you are at a disadvantage. Everything is magnified to you that other people say to you because you already feel disadvantaged. And it's sort of what happens to some African American people when they go in for job interviews if they don't have the right mindset. If they already feel defeated, think that they're not going to get it because of their color. And believe you me, I know that some discrimination happens. So I'm not saying that every time a black man goes in, they should get the job. I'm saying, but sometimes if you're sitting in a room full of white people that are in that same job field that are going in for that same interview, and you're the only black person, you have one or two ideas in your mind. I'm going to get this job because I deserve it, or they never going to hire me. Look at all these white people. It's all in how you project once you hit that room. And since they thought they were disfigured, they felt at a disadvantage. So they looked for every opportunity to say, if I didn't get this job, it's because of what they said right here, what they did right there, what they projected about looking at my face. Sort of like a movie, Austin Powers, when the guy had the mole on his face. And he was acting like he didn't know what they were talking about. Because to him, it wasn't a big deal. He lived with it all his life. So you placing yourself at a disadvantage by your mindset more than by your physical attributes and what you actually can do on your own.
Okay.
Because there's some ugly motherfuckers that can do makeup.
Yes, absolutely. Because they know what they want to look like. Go ahead, Base. What you?
Right.
You know what? You know one thing I noticed about that that particular video, there were no black women on it.
No.
And
they would have got the job anyway. We always at a disadvantage.
But what get me is it's that privilege. It's that, you know, I don't know what it's like to grow up white. I don't know what parents teach their kids. From what I've seen in my experience on this earth, it's like some white people teach their kids, you're better than black people. So when a white person goes for a job and they don't get it, they're shocked. But for black people, especially somebody of my skin tone, I came up in the era where if you were dark, you were considered less than. If you were light skinned, you were closer to white people, so you were more accepted. And give you a prime example. Patrick Mahomes with the light skin with the curly hair, and then look at Lamar Jackson, who's dark, has natural hair, but Patrick Mahomes.
We see you.
Patrick Mahomes is accepted more through society compared to Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Because this country is very color struck. The lighter you are, the more accepted you are. The darker you are, the more you're considered the beast.
Ostracized, less than.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of feel bad for poor white people. Oh my God, I didn't get that job. Did they see how light I am?
But you know what? We got to go with not just white people, because Anna and Jay get this all the time too. Pretty privilege.
Right.
Because they're pretty, they get advantages.
That is true. That is true.
Bullshit.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, that's true, Jay. We talked
You
about
know
that.
how much gets said to me?
That was a joke, and I was giving you a compliment at the same
Jay,
time.
but Jay, tell me something. Do you have horse checkeditis?
No.
Because do I need to remind you
they're
of?
unattractive, and I was like, no, I think this is true. And I went to the grocery store.
Ah, that's scary. Take that
We
shit
know. We know.
I know I'm not the best thing in the book, but I know what I can pull.
Shut the fuck up, Jay.
Right. And we know that you're not related to this.
Like, I'm not gonna say that people ugly. I mean, yeah, you got some that's flat out.
Oh no, I'll say it. I have no
just
problem.
like
saying
People are nasty ass bitches.
It's like
Nasty hoes.
you know
need to
who
wear a
you
mask.
should and should not approach.
it. Yeah.
Like, as much as I would love to,
There's
be
levels
with
to this
you,
shit.
bruh, I know I can't approach that man.
Yeah. But you know what's
I can't approach
you know what you know what's crazy to me though? One of the things that's crazy to me is the fact that now I know a lot of people and people want to be lovely and wonderful. Let's just call it what it is. Somebody out there looking at this podcast right now think that I'm ugly. I don't give a fuck. But
my man think I'm gorgeous.
understand this. You have to pick your goddamn struggle. You can't call me ugly at all and look like this. You can't do that. You got to pick your battles, baby, because when you first of all you look like this, and the fact that you look like you have a slight deformity because we couldn't see your bottom teeth. If I can't see your bottom teeth, you need to stop fucking talking. Oh, you didn't notice that, Jay? Whole time she was talking, you couldn't see that whole bottom row of teeth right there.
I kept staring at. I'm sorry. That was my. I was focused.
I mean,
on.
she looked like a sperm wheel, like the motherfuckers that grab all them shrimp out of the damn sea.
Definitely buys paper bags at the grocery store for 10 cents to put over her head.
She should. No, she's confident as a motherfucker. She thought she was.
They got that ugly fat girl energy.
But you know what? And
Some of
here's
these
another
people, I
thing.
want to know where they get their level of confidence from.
They got nothing to lose.
I really want to
They
know.
got nothing
where
to
you get it
lose. And also, you gotta remember, Jay, they are immune to it because if someone says some shit to them sideways, they want to fight and they want to sound defensive and become a victim. That's why.
They want to fight. Yeah, they definitely want to throw hands. But I'm like, I want to know where you get this level of confidence from, because there's even times where I'm just like,
drugs.
It's from this. It's from this. No, here's the thing. It's from this society, and that's what the whole topic of tonight's conversation is. People don't want to hear the truth anymore.
No.
If somebody says to me, "Greg, you fat," big fucking deal. Guess what? I woke up this morning and saw it before you did. What the fuck you want me to do? I'm a big, thick motherfucker. But guess what? Most teddy bears are fat, baby. Most teddy bears are fat, baby. But understand this. I understand this. I get this. And I don't walk around sitting like I'm the cat's meow and none of that other shit. But I'm not going to sit up here and think that I'm the best thing that's walking. But I also don't think I'm a repulsive or ugly or hideous. But at the same time, I understand where I am in whatever in societal thought process and all, and I get that, and I'm cool with it. It's okay. And if there are people out there that think that I'm unattractive, fine, it's okay. But there are some people out there, they can't take the fact that somebody would think that they were unattractive. And I mean, I swear to God, even when you decide that you want to wake up in the morning and think you're the finest woman on the planet, but you look like this here. You know what I mean? So come on now. We really got to understand what the struggles are. And not to mention, if you look like that and you talking bad about people, you saying that most men are ugly, ma'am, you look like most men. You look like somebody I played high school football with.
I woke up like shit. What?
I mean, she looked like somebody who made a few tackles in a couple of games I played in.
Oh, you must have played.
She looked like she looked like my favorite fullback in high school. I'm serious. So you sit up there talking about people and you look like you had your bottom teeth knocked the fuck out. So, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to.
Y'all not even getting on the subject because y'all missing that last British girl that looked like a beached whale.
I saw her.
She was
JB.
Swallowed up.
JB, you're not being you're not being accepting. She don't look like a beach whale. She's more Stay Puffed.
Marshmallow girl.
She's more Stay Puffed. So that's
Michelin Man.
Yeah, Michelin.
Yes.
She did have that bulge in the middle and then the bulge at the bottom, looking like.
I don't mean no harm, but look, since you want to talk trash about men, that button on them goddamn jeans was struggling for dear life, baby.
I heard.
If she sneezed, she would have taken out 3 people in the back row. That motherfucker would have been just like a bullet coming off her damn jeans.
You know them jeans are synthetic as fuck. In order to keep that on.
I guarantee the stitching on them jeans is immaculate. That's the best fucking stitching you've ever seen. I would love to see the person who stitched them jeans, because damn it, you need to take a bow.
This is Titania.
What's up, bass?
Chris,
what's up, babe?
Can I get a show of hands who had insecurities about their looks when they were coming up?
Insecurities?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look this good, it takes a while for it to maturate.
Yeah, I had to
of
grow
course,
into this,
Jerry,
baby.
the best looking guy here, we know.
No, we are all handsome motherfuckers. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying one of us looks better than the other. I just said we are not ugly.
Yeah. But you know, when I had an awkward stage, I felt when I was younger, I felt awkward. My voice was changing and acne and shit on my face and all that. Yeah, I had a moment. But then when I woke up one day and I realized that, you know, it don't take that much effort to look this motherfucker good, baby. I was cool with myself. But at the same time, I understood the reality of life. I'm not gonna look good to everybody. And I think that was when the day that I stopped stressing over stupid shit like that. It's not my job to look good to everybody. It's my job to look good to me first, and let the people who think I look good be in my presence. The ones that don't think I look good, we don't need to converse that way. You know what I mean?
Let me talk a minute about beauty.
Go ahead, brother.
You ever heard that song called "Beauty's Only Skin Deep"?
Yeah.
I have met some beautiful women that were visibly beautiful, but on the inside were ugly as hell.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They always trying to take my money.
I am blessed to have someone in my life that not only does she have visible beauty, she is very beautiful on the inside. So what I'm saying is,
oh my god. I don't know. Now I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, they said some shit.
Yeah.
Oh my.
They say shoot a shoot.
Jesus.
Oh, man. Shit. Hold up. Let me get this ISO real quick.
Grace, I just sent you something. That is awkward. That was when I say I got teased left and right because of them damn glasses.
Do you want me to put this up on screen?
Oh, I don't care.
Put it up.
All right, okay. All right, let me go ahead and I don't mean no harm though. I'm just gonna be real with you. God damn, if you ain't cute as a motherfucking button.
Them
There's
glasses.
a whole goddamn. But see, that's coming from the father in me. That's coming from the father's eyes in me.
Put it back up. I was doing something.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
I'm about to put it up. I'm putting it up now. I'm putting it up now.
I ran over here.
Look. Now, y'all tell me if this ain't a precious little punum there, man. Look at it. Look at it.
Oh,
that's precious.
Oh,
Very special needs of you, Jay.
Yes, it
Couldn't
was.
she-
You see them fucking glasses, man? Them things so big you can step on my face.
You would definitely in a gifted
That
class.
bang girl so much. More by that bang. She would not die.
Boy, don't
That's
let
all
me
she
pull
had.
up.
She had a tight ass bang for me. That was it.
Let me see if I can find an awkward ass picture of me. God damn. I might have an awkward ass
I wish
picture
I
of me
had childhood
somewhere.
photos. I don't.
Boy, I'm gonna see if I got an awkward ass picture of me because I
Every
think I
chance
got
get
one.
just to get a good ass
And-
laugh, like, "Who, baby Jesus looked out for me? Who he looked out?" Because there's some awkward ass pictures in there where I'm just making faces and doing dumb shit.
Oh, y'all want to do all the pictures?
I would have to go find pictures like at my sister's house because they all got all of my kid pictures. I don't have no kid pictures here at my house.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I could find any of my young pictures. I think I downloaded one not too long ago, but I ain't got too many of the pictures of when I was young up on my laptop.
I had a big ass head. I had a big ass head, big butt. Because I was like little Michael Jackson walking around. When Alexander kissed you beneath the apple tree.
Oh my god! But you know what? I do want to pull up another video, guys, because I think this one is. If there was ever a moment of a woman fucking up another woman's brain, is this right here. So here we go.
Receive $10 million or your nigga receive 100 million.
Receive 10 million. My man received 100 million because he gonna give me some. What you mean?
That's that nigga like that. What you think?
Give me my 10. That's that. Yeah. How much for the nigga? 100, but he probably lied and tell you he got 2, if even $1 million. Right, yeah, give me my money.
You see that right there? And that's why you have to make sure that your girl is not easily influenced. She said, I give my man the money because my man gonna look out. And like a virus, her hating ass homegirl infected her brain, made her change her whole idea. Misery loves company. And your girl's hating ass homegirls will fuck her shit up just so they can be single and miserable together. But I'm gonna ask y'all, would you take
So just here is my statement: bum bitches make bum bitches.
Facts.
And the reason that I say that is because the first thing that girl said was, "I'm gonna let my man get the 100 million." And this other chick says, "What if he get 100 million? He tell you all he got is 2."
That's what your man would have done.
100 million.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
right.
Who's invisible because she
And,
got
and at the same time, and here's at the same time, did you not pick this man?
No,
So
of course
you
not.
trust in what she said.
Come on
Wait,
now.
You trust in what she said over what your man would do. So understand this. This is the logic that I'm trying to get to. You trust that man with your body, but not money.
Of course not.
Is somebody vacuuming?
But they want somebody to pay some bills.
I'm sorry. That's me. There is construction being done on my house right now.
Oh.
Where I've been muting it. But
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's
I need
stop.
y'all. So
it's a saw.
The next thing that I'm gonna bring up real quick is not gonna be another video. The next thing I'm gonna bring up is the lost member of the deal. I only think of you on 2 occasions. That's day and night.
Bro, you look like you about to sell me something on the phone.
Yeah. My man had the Beamer with the car phone in it.
Right.
Danger.
God.
Meet me in the trap. It's going down.
It was not it was not a
What?
it was a rough
What was
photo.
not, bro?
It was a rough photo.
That's your rough patch, bro.
A rough patch, yes.
That's your rough patch, brother.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what's crazy? I can share this with you guys. When sometimes when you're a young person growing up, sometimes your parent can make you feel some kind of way.
Oh hell yeah.
My mother she didn't care for my father, so she took that frustration out on me. And my mother had me growing up thinking, you're the ugliest person in the world. Nobody's going to want you. Nobody's going to look at you. So as I grew up thinking that I was unattractive. I mean, I ain't saying I'm no Billy D. Williams, but when I was growing up, I was very self-conscious about my looks. I had chicken pox. I would pick my face. I had all these bumps all over my face. And between that and then the way my mother, God rest her soul, the way my mother treated me because she didn't care for my dad, I felt like I was the ugliest person on earth. So growing up, I grew up in an era where there were no cell phones. You didn't take selfies. So I don't have a lot of photos when I was coming up because I didn't think I was attractive. But as I got older and my youngest daughter taught me the art of taking a selfie, I looked in the mirror and I was like, well, damn, I'm not the most handsome guy in the world, but I'm definitely not the ugliest in the world. So I am humbly accepting my appearance. I'm not one of those people who think I'm God's gift to women because I know I'm not. I know I got a good heart. Like I said, I know Idris Elba. I know Harry Belafonte. I know Idris Elba. But I love the skin I'm in. And it took me a while to realize that in order for somebody to love me, I got to love me. So it took me a while to get where I am now.
I think I had family.
Angelo.
And that's why you're beautiful, Base.
I had a family member tell me every time they would see me, just in a regular setting, as opposed to saying, hey, hello, hi, what's up? It was, oh, you so ugly. I'm like, oh. That's all that was ever being said to me.
And Jay, that made you feel some kind of way, right?
Yeah, no joking after that. Like, oh, I was just joking, no nothing behind it, and didn't want to say nothing else to me. And I'm like, maybe I am.
So I'm not. So a couple of years ago,
what they look like now? No,
right.
So a couple of years ago, I was married to my first wife. Well, not a couple of years ago, many years ago. I was married to my first wife, and I remember she had made a statement, right, about when I was with her, that's when I gained like the majority of my weight. Now, I don't blame her for it because I'm the one that ate the damn stuff. But I remember we had went to Pennsylvania and we were, in Dutch country. And I remember this my first time ever sitting down milking a cow. I ain't never done that. And I thought it was like, it felt weird as hell, but it was like, you know what? I could say I did it. And she had taken a picture and I'm like, we having fun and this, that, and the third. And I remember her saying to me, you look really bad. Then I'm her husband.
Wow.
She said, you look really bad. Like you just not, I'm just, you just don't look, you need to do, and her words were, you need to do something about this because this ain't working for me. And so I'm not gonna lie, it did something to me because it's my wife, and I was really feeling it. And so I remember one day I had this was right before we got into the pandemic. Now we're long away from the relationship. I done already left. I'm out of my second marriage and everything, and I'm actually working on myself, right? So I remember I went on Facebook and I posted a picture because I was in the gym and I was hitting the gym heavy, and I posted a picture, and I remember she commented on it and said, "Wow, where's this guy been at?" So this is the picture that I posted.
Okay, Tatum.
That's a nice picture. And so that's basically when I was basically calling myself Shreddy Teddy.
Okay.
Because I was doing my damn thing. So I did that one. It was that one, and it was two pictures that I posted up there because I was really hitting the gym heavy. That was when I first started working with Sha too. And so I'm hitting the gym real heavy. And let me see if I can get the other picture up there. And when she made the comment on my picture, at first I felt like, damn, here she go again with the bullshit. But then I realized, like, nah, nigga, it's time to shoot back at her. And then I remember she made a comment on this one too. And she said, damn, that's what I'm talking about. I said, you wish your husband looked like this, don't you?
I know that's right.
Pew pew.
Don't comment on my picture, heifer.
Yep. Don't comment on.
Don't comment on my shit, because the thing about it is regardless of what I was looking like, we were married. And it's not like you were in the best of shape your goddamn self. You weren't exactly this runway model. You was a little thick in the waist your goddamn self. But I wasn't paying attention and worrying about that. Jay, are you trying to see what JB is eating?
It's a cupcake, Jay. Like, damn.
She's looking around the camera to see this.
I was trying to get closer. Like, what's that?
Like, what is that, sir?
Your boy, I was hungry.
Apparently half the panel was hungry tonight. Rich out here with his titties all hanging out, eating food on the plate.
Well, we do have a video from Tony Rollins, and this is when he is actually. You know what? Let me just let you watch the video and see what y'all get out of it.
I want him to be in control. Like, I'm desperate for him to be the man that I know he is.
He is the man you know he is.
Because I need him to step up and he doesn't. And it just...
What would step up look like? Doing whatever you want, when you want it, as you want it? That's not stepping up. That's a piece of that gets rolled over. Responding to all your fake problems and with the same drama that you create them in so you can feel significant. There's two ways to be significant. Do something significant. He's done that. The other one is make up significant stories with big ass problems. Make them bigger than they are times 10 so that people will pay attention to you. You think the problem is him or that you should try to change the feminine. You have to shut up and honor this man. Or you have no future, not with this man. None.
Now smack the shit out of her.
Well, damn, what was she complaining? What was she bitching about though? Like, he just went for neck. What was?
Because she was complaining and making him the scapegoat for everything that was wrong with their relationship, and not doing that one with that curse word, Chris.
No, I'm saying
the curse word would be.
Oh, what? No,
I know. You're saying what happened before that. I understand that, but Tony Roberts is not one who just takes a side until he knows the whole story.
How was he not showing up?
So yeah, that's the thing.
Basically, he wasn't doing what she wanted him to do.
Right. She
so,
was
in her opinion,
all this stuff.
Right, she's complaining about how she wants him to show up and step up and this, that, and the third. And a lot of times, stepping up means stepping up and being what I want you to be, as opposed to what you were when you walked into the door. I knew what you were when you walked through the door, but now I want you to step and be something different. And that ain't always going to be the case. And ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to do me a favor. Do me a favor. I need you to do a dancing motion. Do a dancing motion, because I want you to start singing. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Tell me.
Okay, Dennis Rodman.
Listen, it's the head to the side like he a bad bitch though.
Right. He was out here acting all into his shit. He was just that bitch.
Hey, Rick, only thing you ain't do is this shit. All the single ladies. All the
right.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
He turned his head like he had a 40-inch bust down.
Right. Right. The hand is the only thing missing in the shot. Yep.
Oh my god, man.
Good little sis, you look good.
So let me see. Okay, we do have a video that I want to call double standing, that most men have already seen this. There's some women that do understand that this is a real thing, but I'm gonna play the video for the women in the nosebleed seats that don't know this stuff.
Who is this? I'm his girlfriend. I can't believe you're cheating on me.
How did you know I was here?
I tracked you on your phone.
That's such an invasion of my privacy.
We've been dating for 2 years and you're doing this?
You're being crazy right now. Like, this is so not okay.
Do you think I made a bad choice by tracking him? A little bit. But I would have done the same thing. Here. I'm just gonna tell you something. She's not crazy for tracking you. She didn't trust you because you're here with another woman. That's why. He's obviously not a great guy. So honestly, don't feel bad.
Now watch what'll happen if the cheating victim is a man.
What's this?
What are you doing here?
I'm her boyfriend.
I've been dating her for 2 years. We talked about marriage. Now,
Bradley, how did you find me?
I tracked your phone.
Are you serious?
You're cheating on me.
Girl, to be with whoever you want. You're tracked. That's a criminal offense. If you're being tracked, call the police about that. You can certainly have whatever emotions you have, but you don't have the right to track a human being. I call 911.
It's always the ugly bitches.
Double standard of being a man.
JB, do me a favor, take this one. Go ahead and take this one, my brother. I'm gonna grab something real.
Okay, I mean, like, for real, it's like always a double standard, because it's like case in point. My wife doesn't track me, and she's never really asked for my location. She gives me reasons why it would be good, but if you always where you say you're gonna be and doing what you say you're going to be doing, and you give her the opportunity to come in and find you there and see you there and see that you're doing it, the trust factor is built up, so she doesn't need to track me. But in a relationship, do you really need to track someone?
How do you trust them?
I got an exception for that. Only because of how I know he moves.
No, I'm fine.
I need to see the location because he's famous for driving to me.
I'm gonna sit still for a minute.
So if you got to get a set out, that's fine. I advise that completely. But let me know where you at. God forbid something happened. I know where the last place you were.
Yeah, but the whole idea is that if I'm moving differently than what I would be, say if I'm going,
that's what I'm saying. Like moving in that sense, I know how he'll keep running until he was tired.
No,
like falling asleep behind the wheel. So yeah, I would prefer having your location. So if you got to pull off to the side, a parking ride, or even a shoulder, a gas station, whatnot, I know where you at. You good. So if you don't answer, I know I can go to this gas station. That's where you were.
But to me, there's got to be some responsibility taken with that. I mean, that's not a good way to live. See, I mean, yeah, you want to get out there, you want to do what you got to do, but you can't keep running till you're tired every time, because that's putting pressure on your relationship. It's putting pressure on you because
not every time. One time is enough.
Huh?
One time is enough. It's like I know you're gonna do what you want to do. I'm just asking, share your picture. I know you good.
You crying?
He does. Other than that, there's no reason where you supposed to be at. Where you say you at, that's what you're doing. Okay.
But I'm saying, like, if I was out of town, like, say if I'm going to New York and I'm going to be moving in different circles, and she says, "Can you share your location with me?" I have no problem with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Because I'm unfamiliar. I'm in unfamiliar territory. We're not in the state. We're not even in the same state. So is hell yeah, you need to know where I'm at. I would like for you to know where I'm at. You know what I mean? What's up, Miss Grizz?
but sometimes my wife too damn nosy, and I'm trying to plan a surprise party for her, so I'm moving out of my circles and I'm telling little white lies, and she gonna beat me down till I tell her the truth.
Location is
But you know what?
it's nothing.
You know what? You know what I took away from the video though?
What?
But I know we're talking about the tracking and the double standard. But why is it that women that always decide they want to either confront a man or to try to tell somebody they need to call 911 because it's against the law for what they did?
Just call mind your fucking business.
Yeah. And
I'll give you a reason to call 911. That's my response.
yeah, because it's always like those motherfuckers. Like when
Right.
And they always look like stir fried ass.
That's happened to me. I have a story about that.
Fried ass.
Yeah, because they look like they're about to go walk around with this women.
Cowboy shit! You fucking ho dunk, well then there, motherfuckers!
That was my
Yes, I have an actual story about that, and because you said stir fry, that actually triggered the story.
Go ahead, bro.
I had taken somebody out. I think I told Jay the story. I think I have taken a woman out for her birthday. I surprised her. Went to DC. She was already irritated because I took her to DC. I took her to an izakaya, which is a Japanese pub. Okay, so we go. And we looked at the menu, did all this stuff. She was just so unsatisfied with everything. And I said, we can leave. It's not a big deal. She decided instead of leaving, that because her potato wasn't cooked the way she wanted it, she was just going to break down and bawl crying because she's having a mental breakdown that she's 46 at the time. I said, can you just go to the bathroom, clean yourself up, please? I'm going to get the check. All of a sudden, they see that she's crying like a 5-year-old and she's running to the bathroom. My waitress came by and she's like, hi, is everything okay? Yes, everything's okay. She doesn't like your place. You sure about that? I'm very sure about that. Can I get the check in a couple boxes, please? Oh, well, I just figured, are you sure? And I'm like, I didn't abuse her if that's what you asking me. Can I get the check in 3 fucking boxes? And then I had to leave out there and I said, you embarrassed me. You embarrassed me and I almost had the cops called on me because you're crying. Fuck you crying about? Because you having a afterlife crisis? Yeah, I said afterlife. Afterlife crisis right now? Because you beyond midlife. The fuck we doing? Embarrass the fuck out of me and you put me in danger as a man. And that's why I said I'll never be planning your birthdays ever the fuck again if we together. No gifts, no nothing. You can stay by yourself. Yep. So yeah, that's happened. That's just one example, but that's happened to me. That has happened to me a lot. Mm-hmm. Girls, you gonna take me down or you just gonna have me hang out and chill?
That's your daddy that just came out of you. The old slick. That pimp named Slickback is what just happened. That was your black side that came out.
All right, bro.
What? Just saying. Don't put me in that predicament because you just being a child. And that's what women do. That's what these modern women do. It's sad. These modern women. Listen, these modern women. If you want me to explain, because I explained it on the GMC, I'll explain it for the viewers here. Modern women are women that are easily influenced by social media and have parasocial relationships with Cardi B and all these other heifers and think that they can be them. And basically they take all their shit to heart to the point where they are transactional. They are so transactional that they hit you up on Hinge. They hit you up everywhere and they look you up and down and see how much you got. And they'll hang out with you. The honeymoon phase is beautiful for Mr. Vicissitude. It's always beautiful. Because I take you out places, you wine and dine, you see the Rolex, you do all the fun shit. But when I tell you, hey, I got to hunker down and shit's got to get done, you don't, and I don't come by after I got you to triple dick 3 days a week and I need to take the 4th day off to recoup, you mad about it. Or if I ask, hey, listen, I'm in a bad spot right now. I need some help. Which I've said, 2 women I've been with. They look at me sideways like I'm inconveniencing them. I'm inconveniencing you. I had to ask somebody to co-sign on the car. Because back in the day, unfortunately, my white guy credit went all the way down to hood credit. So when I got my first Mazda back in the day after a car accident, I had a 487 credit score. 487. I could have still got the car by myself, but I was like, I have a girl. Can I just ask for a cosign? I don't want you to pay none. I just want you to cosign and help me out. Bitch had a conniption in the dealership. Told me to get something cheaper. I'm like, I'm getting this for work. Made a scene. Now I felt very low at that point, and it was at that moment my Capricorn kicked in again. I said, there will never be any person, more or less a fucking woman, saying if it wasn't for me, you ain't get this. I won't know nobody. I'd rather die.
Boy.
I'd rather fucking die than go back to the hood, go back on food stamps, or deal with anybody who has the right to say, if it wasn't for me, John would not be in the spot he's in today. You can kiss my ass. The black side and the white one.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me say this shit real quick. If there's ever a time when anybody tries to tell me, well, if it wasn't for me, oh no. First of all, bitch, them words should never come out your motherfucking mouth. Because understand this. Understand this. Even if it was a situation where I am the reason that you're successful, I would never mention that I'm the reason you're successful, because at the same time, even if I had a part to play in your success, you had to drive that shit home.
Correct.
So it wasn't about me. I may have placed you in position, but you had to make the moves to make it happen. So I am not the reason for your success. But if you ever part your lips to say to me that you're the reason for my success, no, motherfucker, you're the reason for my stress. You ain't the reason for no fucking success. You're driving me crazy. As a matter of fact, you're the reason that I don't trust, because I have had people throw shit in my face.
Yes.
I have had people come to me and say, as a matter of fact, I had somebody come to me and say something about they had helped me get a starter for my car. And I don't give a fuck if they listening. They had helped me get a starter for my car because I did not have the money at the time. Now, I didn't ask you to pay for me to get the starter put in, all because that would have been like upwards of like $2,000 or so. I said the starter costs $165. Okay. She got the starter for me. I put the starter in my car. And when I got paid, she gave me the money on a Tuesday. I put the starter in on a Wednesday. I gave her the money back on Friday. And the following week, we had gotten into some kind of disagreement or something like that. Now, mind you, before that, I had helped out this person with at least thousands of dollars in things that I had done for her, but I didn't throw it up and I didn't bring it up because I didn't do things to remember that I did things. I did it because I wanted to do it for you. And so we had gotten into some kind of an argument about things that got done to this, that, and the third. And she says to me, if I hadn't given you that money, your car wouldn't be working right now. So if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be driving right now. I said, I'm sorry. excuse me. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be driving right now. You didn't even have the money to take care of your own car. And if it wasn't for me, I said, if it wasn't for me, your children wouldn't be eating. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be talking on the phone. If it wasn't for me, your gas and electric wouldn't be paid. If it wasn't for me, your rent wouldn't be paid. If it was not for me, you wouldn't be able to get back and forth to work on a daily basis. Bitch, do we want to compare if it wasn't for me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do that? Because I have 1,000, you have 1. And I paid you the money back, so you still don't even got that shit.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I could have gotten to work. And here's the funny thing. I put the starter in the car so that I can make sure that they got to work. Because, see, I could have gotten to work. But I knew they would have had a problem getting to work because they did not drive. And so I rushed to put the starter in my car to make sure that they were able to get to work. So even in that, I was making sure that I did this to make sure that they were going to be okay. And for you to throw that in my face, oh no, I'm the wrong. And at that point, I said, I don't give a fuck if I have to build a log cabin in the goddamn woods. You will never say to me, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be. No, understand? Trust me when I tell you, if it ain't for me, if it wasn't for me, I wouldn't be able to. It ain't got shit to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so
I'm so independent. I made my own damn tombstone. They can just lay it there. Right now, ain't gonna be one for me from the mortician either.
But you know what is, and it's not that I don't recognize the part that people played in my life to help me out. If it wasn't for JB, I wouldn't be pursuing my musical journey the way that I am now. If it wasn't for my mother, I would not be able to pursue my musical journey the way I am right now. If it was not for Mrs. Grizz, I would not have the inspiration that I have to pursue my musical journey like I do now. You know, if it wasn't for everybody on this podcast, there's a lot of things that all of you have lent to me over time that means something to me, and it's extremely significant to me. So I can always acknowledge the things that people have done and the part that people have played in my life to be where I am now. But I also understand that I surround myself with people who would never throw something like that in my face. You know,
weaponized friendships.
Exactly. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're weaponizing a friendship, you're not a friend.
No,
you did that out of the kindness of your heart. You did that with an agenda.
Right.
You're intent on trying to get back. I don't like that.
Right.
Why that electric bill never got paid.
But you know what I will say about Capricorns? We don't forget that shit.
No,
we don't forget. Now, here's the thing: even if we did it out of the kindness of our heart, we won't bring it up unless you did some bullshit.
Try to fucking play with me.
If you played in my face, like with that chick, when she mentioned the starter, I mentioned all 3, 4, 5, 75 different damn things that I did.
Yep.
But I would have never mentioned it. I remembered it, but I would have never said it because I didn't do it so that I could use it. I did it because I wanted to.
But best believe,
but if you wanted to throw it back at me, understand I have way too many. I have way more bullets in my gun than you do. I can keep shooting. You got one shot.
We got AK.
You got a shotgun. I got an automatic. What we doing here?
Yep. Right.
Put that little shit down.
That's why. That's why.
You try that shit one more time.
Right. That's why I'll be warning people: don't say anything because I'm gonna remember it. Even if I forgive you, I'm gonna remember the shit. It's gonna be in the back of my head. Even though I forget, I'm still gonna remember that shit because now I got you on notice. You got my attention. Just letting y'all know.
Because I'm gonna tell you that if I
ain't afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you, buddy.
Buddy,
old pal.
Well, I mean, you know, if we doing that,
I'm your huckleberry.
Capricorns are everybody's fucking huckleberry. Let me tell you.
Listen, we will go to the ends of the earth to help you. Just don't cross us.
Yeah,
That's
don't
it.
say no dumbass shit.
That's it.
Because I will remember it and I'm going to bring it back out why I didn't do something.
Outlive when I say we hold grudges.
And I move silent, especially these days. I move silent. So if I do something or I don't show up to something or something happens, just remember you may have said something you didn't realize.
Right.
Just say it.
I'm so petty, I'll write my own obituary so I can get my last shots in.
Yeah, I would do that shit. I'd definitely do that shit.
Now I'll write my own because I wanted to be done right. Now I don't want you to see no fuck shit.
It'll be like this. So you think you was going to just say anything up here, didn't you?
It's not gonna start. It was the best of times and the worst of times.
No.
Nope.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you exactly how my obituary would start because I love literary things.
I was born a poor black boy.
No, I do. I love literary things. And so the way that my obituary would start would be, first of all, fuck that bitch and the clique you claim.
Hey.
That's all about. I'm sorry.
The words of Pastor Tupac.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? I want to show the last video of today. This one is this is about exactly what John was talking about. This is about the modern women, the women who have the modern mindset. But it's not even modern. It's literally regressive. But let's just get into it. See what y'all think.
It's based on a survey where men and women were asked if they got 80% of everything they want in their ideal mate, would they be happy with that? And women said, no, that's settling. And men said, 80%, I'd be thrilled. That's a catch. And so
80% of the women you surveyed is settling? What are women too picky about here?
Well, I'll tell you, men and women were asked what would be a deal breaker for going on a second date. And men named 3 things. They said she has to be cute enough. She doesn't have to look like Angelina Jolie. She just has to be cute enough. She has to be warm and kind. And she has to be interesting to talk to.
Ding, 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 ding. Pretty simple.
Right. Okay, reasonable, right? The women came back with 300 things that would rule out a guy for a second date. And we're talking about like another 2 hours and maybe a free dinner. And they wouldn't do it. And there were things like he wore a brown belt with black shoes.
He wore a brown belt with black shoes. You're too light, John. You don't drive a car. You take the bus. You too retarded at times. You make me laugh too much. You're not tall enough. Yo, Grizz, this will be a 4-hour podcast. I won't shut up. But these are all the excuses that I fucking have heard from fucking heifers. I'm surprised I'm not a serial killer.
Bro, I have.
How do we know that?
Good point.
We don't know that. But I have trust me, the thing is, I have heard. Do you realize how many people who I've actually reversed the things that they've said?
Oh, all the time.
And I'm gonna tell you, here's the thing. I had this one girl say that, you're not bad looking, but I don't really date big guys. And I guess I was supposed to be like, oh damn, babe, you gotta give me a chance, give me a try. So when she said that, I said, all right, cool, no problem. And so now, mind you, up until then, I'm courting, I'm trying to, woo her and all this other shit. And then when I finally got to the real meat and potatoes of the conversation, she said that. I said, cool. Now I didn't take it as a slight. I wasn't happy with what I heard, but guess what? Cool. Everybody ain't gonna like you, not a problem. So the next day, activity changed, and a couple of more days down the road, the activity still changed. And she says, "Hold on, wait a minute. Like, you used to do this, that, and the third." I said, "Yeah, because I looked at you as a love interest, but you told me you weren't interested. So now you're a friend, so you get friend treatment."
Yep, you get friend zoned.
I'm not going to continue to court you knowing that you're not interested. See, what I was doing was courting behavior. But since how we're not in the courting stages, we're in the friend stages, you get the same shit my homies get. So that's what that is. So all of a sudden, everybody was so interested. you know, I was so this and I was so that this that. No, man. We've already jumped off of that ship. That ship has sailed. I'm on to the next thing. And would you believe that when I started to show interest in the next female, this motherfucker got so jealous. And I'm talking about like insanely jealous. And I'm thinking like, wait, you said you don't like me. You just said I was. You don't date big guys. You're not.
Want you to be miserable.
I'm not going to lose weight overnight. What? All of a sudden, did some of the fat disappear from my body?
She became shallow. How?
Because I'm sitting there like, because all of a sudden it was just like, and then I, you know, she called me on the phone like, I can't believe you did me that way. I thought you really liked me like that, and you never really gave me an opportunity. I said, so I have to give you an opportunity to hopefully change the way that you see me. I said, bitch, I ain't desperate at all. Just because I showed you interest does not mean I'm desperate for your attention. Just like I wanted your attention, I can go get somebody else's. Your attention is not paramount to the way that I move on a day-to-day basis. I showed you interest. I courted you the way that a guy would do. You weren't interested. I'm on to the next damn person. No harm, no foul. I didn't look at you bad. I didn't treat you bad. I didn't stop talking to you. I didn't stop communicating with you. We're still cool, but we just cool.
Right.
It's that simple. But now all of a sudden, it's the, you know.
Do you see me? We not supposed to be cool. You supposed to be groveling and on your knees, crawling like, oh wow, and begging like.
Well,
either that or I'm supposed to beat you up.
I said it a million times. I will pursue you, but I'm not chasing you, because if I'm chasing you, your back is towards me. If I'm pursuing you, we are at least seeing eye to eye.
Right. But if I don't chase nothing but checks. If your first name ain't pay and your last name ain't check, I'm not chasing you.
Or if you're a cat, that's it. That's all I'm chasing. Checks and cats. And food.
I ain't chasing no cat either. Bring your ass back where the food is, Heifer.
Throw that in there.
Yeah. All you gotta do is shake that kibbles and bits bag at dinner time. She coming.
Hey, JB, I thought that was about to go a whole different way. Wait a minute now.
I did too.
I mean, it could go. It's a double entendre. It's a double entendre.
Well, hey, I'm glad you said bag, because when you said all you gotta do is shake that kibbles and bits, like, wait a minute, what we doing here?
Where y'all at tonight? This has not been that kind of podcast.
Like, what is
I was a little scared. Like, wait a minute.
I did not do a left turn at Albuquerque. We are keeping this on a straight path. Hey, you see how they try to turn me out?
I synced it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Literally. Like.
But you.
Shut up,
but
Rick.
of course, guys, we have.
Rick.
That's where he got it from. Rich's
yo,
face
look at Rich's face.
Still looking like he making Chinese fried rice over there. Shit.
Yo, I'm just saying. Yo.
But you know what, man? I think we had a really good pod tonight. I think we tackled quite a few subjects, but y'all already know before we hop off here, we definitely got to bring my man JB up first so that he can let you guys know where you can continue with this craziness on Monday nights.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. As always, we have a great conversation and sophisticated intellectual banter, and I love it here. But Monday nights, every Monday night, you can see me, Scott T, Richie Rich, my boy B Mafe, and Van Gogh on the Grown Man Click podcast. It starts every Monday night at 8:05. Hijinks, great conversation, and it make you go, what the fuck? Please join us on Monday nights at 8:05, the Grown Man Click podcast. It will be worth your time. Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely, brother. And so we're going to bring the lady that makes sure that you de-ashify that ass.
Not just too plain when I think about you. All I think is
Yes.
Nicole.
Yes. see me at jomora.com for all your luxurious body butter needs. We have a new fragrance for the spring called Lily of the Valley for the ladies, and we have a ocean sea salt and driftwood for the guys. They're exclusive, so when they are gone, they are gone. Still got one more candle left, base. Come see me at jomora.com for all your luxurious body butter needs. Thank you.
Absolutely. And of course, Mr. Vicissitude. You also have to let the folk know what you got going on and where they can find what you got here.
Well, vicissitudemagazine.com, of course, for the next issue coming out. Spring's already out, so we working now towards summer. So we want to have that swimsuit issue starting to form, hopefully, if I'm still breathing. And redmidnightmag.com for all your TNA and all your other fancy things that you like. And pretty much we have the Midnight Disruption, which at the moment is taking a little break. Taking a little break with the Midnight Disruption. But we will be coming back soon with some things. And there are some announcements that will be coming up very soon. I'm working on some things behind the scenes, but you know, life's getting in the way at the moment. So, and I got to nurse another child. So,
well, ladies and gentlemen, I also wanted to, if you notice, I had to turn out the lights.
There you go.
Because
Turn out the
I had to
light.
bring up
Light a candle.
we got to make sure that Miss Anna is prepared. Miss Anna, are you prepared to let the folks know about what we got going on over on Base's table right here in front of my camera? Miss Anna, can you please tell them what you got going on? Matter of fact, I think you might be on mute. All right, I'm taking you off of mute. Can you go ahead and tell everybody what you got going on and where they can find you?
Well, I make, of course, the bottle lanterns, wine bottle lanterns. You can use them for accessorize your home. I know some people that I sold some to, they use them for like cookouts. I'm going to do make some for 4th of July, like red, white, and blue with different patterns. And then this is like a little accent. You can put them in your room, bathroom, living room, kitchen, wherever you may like. You can give them out as gifts. I think it's just something that it came to me. So it's my little thing. It might not be big to somebody else, but it's big to me. So you can reach me. I'm getting my webpage together, but I can leave my information with Grizz, my email number also. So if you want to purchase one or get one for a loved one, a family member, a friend, I'll be glad to help you out.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be putting that information up on the Sophisticated Grizzly. And Ms. Anna, you think it is a big thing. Ain't no such thing as a little thing when you're making this thing happen. So this is a big thing. This is a big deal.
Little things stopping.
That's right. Exactly. And so, Brother Rich, what about yourself? What you got going on, brother?
I ain't doing shit. I'm just
you just wait for the baby.
Nah, you know me, just getting ready. Expecting the baby to be here any day now. We at the finish line.
As you imitate Styles P right now. You get high every day. And Brother Bass, words of wisdom as you stand behind the tower of Anna.
Well, I just wanted to show off some of my baby's works of art. I always tell her she has skills to pay the bills.
That's the hell I'm talking about.
That's my bars.
And for the Ravens lovers.
Damn right.
I call this Orange Kiss.
That's creamsicle to me right there.
Yeah, creamsicle, that'll work.
I would say the fat shit, right?
That's some Van Gogh shit right there. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Not to be confused with the Amish person.
And then Brother Grizz and JB.
Oh, she did the other one?
She hasn't done it yet, but
okay.
Grizz already got dibs on it.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be in the office when me and Mrs. Grizz buy the house. That's gonna be right beside the bear behind me.
Barrington.
Yep, Barrington. And oh, by the way, as we talk about Barrington, next week, we're going to be releasing the CD Tedro Barrington III, everybody. But on May 17th, this is what's happening on May 17th, everybody. So I will be on the radio on Power 4.4. Come check out my guy Poppy the Bear with Cashmere Conversations. He's going to have me up on there, and I'm going to be talking about the CD, the newly released CD, and I will be playing 4 songs off of the CD. So that's going to happen as well. So yeah, man. Make sure you guys come and check me out, and let's make this thing happen, because one of the sounds that you're going to hear off of that is this is just some of the sound of the music you'll hear off of it.
Boat life.
So yeah, so
sex life.
What
Life.
the hell is it? Life itself, but
yeah, baby making music.
guys, I want to. Oh, I got some. Now here's the thing. I do have some trouble making music on this goddamn CD. So yeah, don't blame me if some kids come out of this shit. That ain't my fault.
I'm not blaming you. We
Don't
just go to
blame
the
me.
abortion clinic.
Don't blame me if you're too old to be. Don't blame me if you're too old to be doing this shit and you break a hip. It ain't my fault.
It ain't my fault. Did I do that?
Do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for joining me over here on the Sophisticated Grizzly Podcast. And you already know what we say. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast, because it helps the channel to grow. And because Miss Sheila likes it so much.
Let's go. Hype me up. Do it now. Hype me up. Let's go. Hype me up. Do it now. Hype me up. Let's go. Hype me up. Do it now. You gotta hype when you like. Hype it when you like
That's for Miss Sheila right there, because she likes the hype up feature. So make sure you hype up the video as well. And once again, guys, my name is Mr. Deariss Teddy. And if you like what we had to say, we love you. We appreciate you. And please continue to come back and invite more people so that we can experience life together, because life is crazy as shit. And why should we not laugh at it? And if you don't like what we had to say, you got a problem with what we had to say about the shit that we had to say tonight, you already know what I'm about to say. And if you're going to get upset about it, that's not my fault, because all you got to do is shut your mouth. Just shut your black ass mouth. Have a good night.
Sophisticated grizzly, mostly passion, caution, dedication, caution, fragrance, summer leader, caution, Deariss Teddy, it's time, caution, Deariss Teddy, grizzly. Sex appealed it. Caution. Passion. Caution. Dedication.